everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about the fear of missing out. I'm Rita and today it's all about you. FOMO, or the fear of missing out, is a social anxiety and describes the feeling that people have thinking that others are having fun together or that are having a good time, being successful at something, or just about to doing something meaningful and important. These feelings are associated with the loneliness, with the low self-esteem, and with low compassion. And like a recent study could conclude, it is not so related to age as expected. So it is normal that adults also feel these feelings of missing out too. Particularly in teens, FOMO can really give these feelings of inferiority, and with no doubt teens are the group of the population that are much more affected with this kind of feelings and with this kind of social anxiety. The reason for this kind of feelings to happen, it's intimate connected with the social life of the individual, and it can grow even more with the social media development. For teens, it is a real issue, particularly because they usually see all the posts that all the friends are making of all the fun and perfect activities that they are eventually doing. And by this we can also see through several studies that the success of the social media nowadays, it is really related to these kind of feelings. FOMO keeps a person to focus their own attention outside. This may cause a severe sense of identity because usually their own feelings and needs are forgotten, and it is easy to engage in compulsive behaviors and even in addiction experiences to compensate all of these negative and empty feelings. FOMO can worsen an already existing or pre-existence of a certain kind of mental issues or mental problems, reducing the self-esteem and have much more feelings of loneliness, interfering with the mood and in the way that a person interacts in a face-to-face experience or situation. It is much connect with a negative experience in the school performance and with motivation in general. In a psychological way, to help a teenager cope with this kind of feelings, it is necessary to practice the reframing or to look at some situations with a different kind of approach, and this will help to these negative thoughts will be changed by much more positive ones. For an individual, it is possible that doing some kind of simple things, it is possible to go through these FOMO feelings. And the first one is focus on being much more present. Try to understand that this situation or this action is what you have, and if you are not happy with it, just go and search for something that really makes you happy. And this means that the ability to look at here and now, it is really important to start a much more mindful way of living things. Don't push too much yourself. Don't try to do multitasking if it's something that you are not very comfortable with. doing things at your rhythm, at your time, at your pace, which is much more healthier for your stress levels and for eventually your anxiety. Try to spend less time in the social networks that you usually are present. Valorize your things, your activities, yourself as a person, and try not to overthinking all the things that other people is doing and all the stuff that other people is eventually producing. Try to understand that what you are doing and what you are producing is also important. Try not to compare yourself with other people. Focus on yourself and in your life, in your activities, in your behaviors, in your acts, in the things that you can have and the dreams that you can eventually achieve. Try to practice mindfulness, even in a very basic way or in a very beginning level. And you can do it even in relationships. And this means prioritizing the relationships and not just the acquisitions that you can eventually have. And this will be better for not just your relationships in general, but also for your well-being too. And for last, try to be grateful of what you have, of what you are, of what you achieve. And this usually helps you taking the focus on other people's achievements and be much more appreciative to what you have and what you achieve already. Try to analyze what triggers these feelings of missing out. They usually have other things behind, and maybe you can understand what these things are. And the moment that you find and work in this hidden reason, it will be the moment that these feelings will start to vanish. And so I hope I could bring some new perspectives and some help to these kind of feelings. And I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, share with a friend, comment if you want, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye!